you ever wondered what it's like to be the size of a bug? I'm not talking a big bug, I'm talking a small bug. Well, if you have, then this video is just for you. In this video, I'll teach you the basic fundamentals of the game, as well as go rescue a friend that we may or may not have caused an explosion for. But I'm gonna let the game do the talking. If you do like the video, leave a like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the comments.
You can't run from me, you bees! You think you outsmarted me? The mighty Mulder? I don't think so, Yoked Girth. Stay tuned for what happens next on Yoked Girth. Now a word from our sponsor. Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky Puncho fruit flavor? Introducing Apricot. It's a punch to the gut. So stop by, fill up, and make sure you get your Billy Hog hot dog before you jet away.
Good morning, Brook Hollow. Today is October 20, 1990. This is your news. We have a special breaking report. The police department has released information that more local teenagers have gone missing. They were last seen earlier this week, and the only connection between the teenagers is that they are all students at Brook Hollow High School. This could be linked to the disturbing trend of other possible abductions and missing teenagers from our otherwise quiet town. If anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department. The mayor of Brook Hollow has put a curfew into effect for anyone under 18 starting tonight. Now to other news. In the business world, prominent practical technology signs a new deal with
What? Damn. Where am I? Are those roots? Nah, can't be. This must be one of those prank TV shows. Alright, be cool, Max. You're gonna be famous.
Oh man, where am I? Right, everybody, welcome in. This is Grounded, and today we are starting our journey as a small boy in a backyard.
Hey, buddy. Clocks now?
Now, the objective of this game is to get big again, and for those of you who's never seen this game played before,
It's a speedy little green corn pup.
you have to go around, collect resources, build your base, level up, prepare to fight bosses, and once you do all that and you finally make it back, you will end the
This isn't looking good, Max.
game with a report card.
What was that? Some sort of radio signal? I wonder where it's coming from.
Now, our first objective is going to be find out where that source come from, which is right there. You can see it. I'm stuck. You can see it right there. That's where we gotta go. Now, you could just rush to it and just start on the story mode, but today we're gonna be helping our friend.
Honestly, I'm just glad it's not big enough to squish me.
It's gonna take me a minute here to remember how to play. Haven't played this game in a long time. Just bear with me while I get my my bearings back on it. Now, in here, there's going to be these little things right here. And what that is, it allows you to analyze your resources. See, we have a rock.
Well, someone had to have set up all this sciencey stuff here.
We have a
But
rock.
still, I'm not exactly sure where this is and what is going on.
Max, if you will let me
I should
talk.
keep looking around.
Max isn't going to let me talk, apparently. But we have a rock, some plant fiber, a sprig, and all kinds of other stuff that we can analyze in this world. You need to analyze each and everything so you can level up and get better gear. Now, just by analyzing that rock, we unlocked a pebble spear and an axe. Those are both going to come in handy. We need those. So let's see what we need to actually make them. Now, in order to make these, it costs materials. See, the pebblet axe, you need three sprigs, 2 pebblets, and a crude rope. Now, in order to make the crude rope, we have to analyze our plant fiber. That'll give us crude rope, fiber bandage, and plant slurry. We're not going to worry about the plant slurry right now. That'll be something we do later on down the road, but we will end up making it. Till we analyze the sprig here. Alright, so the spiky sprig, you want to make that as soon as possible. That's going to be your best friend in early game. The roasting spit, you need that as well. It's going to allow you to cook your food. And these things have charges. You can analyze 3 things at a time, which we've already done 3. We got 2 more that we need to do, but we have to wait until 0859. If you look in the top right corner, we're at 0836 right now. We have to wait a little bit and we'll be able to analyze some more stuff. But in the meantime, we're going to start getting weapons and try to get some armor, and we're going to see what we get into next. Alright, let me see what we need here. Plants and rocks and fibers. Alright, so it looks like we're going to need 1 crude rope. Let's see if we can make any right off. Crude rope. No, we need 1 more plant fiber. So we can get that right there. A crude rope. Crafted 1. Alright, we're going to make our pebblet axe. Now you also have a wheel, so to speak. And right now we have the pebblet in the first slot, which we don't need that there. We want our axe to be right here. Let's go ahead and get that situated. I don't know why you went there. I don't want you there. I want you... Please stop. Now with the pebblet axe, if we try to do this with our hand, it would tell us that we need an axe to do so. We can sit here and punch and punch and punch and punch all day and we're not going to get anything done. Now, put our axe back in our hotbar and we're going to get to chopping. Now we need to find and eat some food, because as of right now we don't have any. There are some granola bars in here, but we're going to save those for later. I like to use those during the boss fight. Also, if you guys want to pause and read this, I'm not going to sit there and read through it.
Ladybug coming through.
Also, peep all the animals you
I
see,
see you.
because you'll get the golden card and you need that to get 100% on the game, I believe. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section down below. Like I said, it's been a while since I played this game, so I don't remember every little detail about it. So for now, let's go ahead and continue the story mode, so we can get
What
into.
is that?
Alright, the mysterious machine. There's also these little tapes scattered throughout the map. We'll take the time and find everything. That way you guys can 100% the game right along with me if you want to play along. But it's not something we're going to do right off the bat. It's going to be later on.
it myself. A fool like Klein, like Kaminsky, like Schmechter, like all of Ominent.
Come here, you little gnat.
I am here in the backyard. Down in the backyard. I mean, I am speaking to you from the backyard. I am tiny! I should gather my thoughts. This is a momentous occasion. Wendell Tully official log 89.08.05. Recording as I take my first steps into the miniature world. The sights are unbelievable. The textures, the way the light falls upon every surface, the subtle patterns in all of the objects that surround me. The grass! Even common lawn grass looks like a structure from an alien world. Wait. What's that sound? The very earth is trembling. Over there, what could it be? An ant! My God, today, the world has changed forever.
All right, that was Dr. Tully. Sounds like he has turned himself into a miniature person such as ourselves, and that's where the trouble starts. So without further ado, let's see what happens.
Showtime. Haha, just like laser tag.
All right.
Nothing happened. Looks like the other two lasers are blocked. After all that build-up, this big mysterious computer doesn't do anything. Man.
Looks like we had to cut this down right here. That's where the axe comes in handy. All right, so this one over here is weak, so we have to find out what's causing that. But before we do all that,
Is that gnat drunk or something? It's coming right at me.
all right, get the gnat fuzz. We're gonna need that. All right, let's go back and analyze some more stuff. Hello, Ladybug. So, I believe in order to get the bow, or it might be the arrows, we need gnat fuzz. That's right, it's for the bow. Also gave us a stuffed gnat. That's nice. Alright, we leveled up, so now we have some armor that we can wear, as well as a hammer. We're going to need the hammer later on, but right now let's focus on some other things. We're going to need the torch. Okay, that's a good one. And a workbench. Alright, we needed the workbench, so let's take this time to get us some stuff that we need.
2 hours later.
Alright, and we are back. I cut out all the boring stuff, that way you guys wouldn't have to see me run around and collect stuff, because every time you think you have enough, you don't. So I just went ahead and got us a workbench, a roasting spit, and I got us some armor. And if you look down at my hotbar, you will see that I went ahead and made all the tools as well. Now our next thing we're gonna do, let me go ahead and eat this real quick. No. And this is really good. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to the other terminal that is not working properly. You can see it right there.
Let's see what's around here.
It's got the blinking light. Something is over there causing it not to work properly, and we have to go figure out what it is. Now, we're going to head that direction, and I can tell you right now from what I remember, you're going to need your torch and you're going to need a spear. You can take this time while you're over here to go ahead and do the little block challenge. That way you can unlock that mutation. But it's better to let it happen organically. Ooh, look, an ant.
Spotted you.
And when you see the little sparks fly off, that's when you know you're gonna get ow. There's another one. I hear it. Where are you? There it is. Get off the weevil.
Looks like that little red thing's itching for a fight.
Come on. Lagging maybe in for a challenge, because I think I'm the parry master, not him. Alright, so it looks like these little mites are chewing into the wire and making it not work properly. So we have to knock all the mites off the wire so that way the power will be restored. Let's go ahead and take care of these guys. There's 1, 2. These guys don't have as much health as the other ones do. I'm thinking it's because they're already injured due to the
Take that, vampires.
due to chewing on the wire. But that's just my opinion. Whoa, hello. Come on. Alright, we got another one. On further into the cave we go, guys. He tried to sneak attack me. That's not how this works. Alright, so it looks like that took care of our problem. If you go back here, there's a little hidden gem back there. We're gonna go ahead and see what's back here. Alright, there we go. We're through.
What the heck?
And
It's getting dark. Should probably find somewhere to crash.
what's this thing?
Scabby,
Oh, it's-
additional flavor scheme available.
Now those are hidden throughout the entire map, and all they do is, if I can find where it's at, they just change the way your scabby looks. So Might Rider, see, it just changes the look of it. It's just a cosmetic. You guys can get them all if you want to. We'll end up getting them all before this playthrough is over. But right now, we're gonna go see what happens when we press the button for the second time. Let's get back over here. We're gonna go this way. There's a marker on my screen that tells me which way to go, and I'm trying to go a completely different route about it. It happens. It happens. All right, so we're back at the mysterious machine, as they like to call it, or the spacer, and we're gonna see what happens when we press this button.
Did you hear something that sounded like a big far-off explosion?
Oh man. Now we gotta go over to this tree, it looks like. It's a really pretty tree. We gotta see what happened over here. Oh, by the way, chat, like I was, chat. Oh, by the way, there is these bushes, they're not really bushes, but plants throughout the backyard that you can collect the sprigs out of, or the spikes, and you can make the I'll get it out in a minute. You can make the spiky sprig. I will be showing you guys where that's at here in just a minute, as soon as we get over here to this tree and find out what's going on, what happened with the explosion, because I feel like we messed some stuff up. So we're going to find out what happened over here, and we're going to go from there. Go around here, jump over that. Also, these acorns, they drop acorn bits that can be used as nourishment. But right now, you guys don't want to go under here. Look.
Got a new one.
Now, eventually, later in the game, there's going to be a different variant of the wolf spider. It's called an infected wolf spider. And that thing is something that you do not want to mess with early game. I wouldn't recommend fighting the wolf spiders unless you have level 2 weapons. But that's just from personal experience. So you guys feel like you can take them on, I'd love to know down in the comment section. Just let me know what happened. There's all this funky purple stuff around here right now, so we're gonna go down in here and see what we caused, because I feel like it's no good. Hello? Anybody home? Anybody survived the explosion? Oh look, another tape.
I have isolated the source of the particle irregularities. They appear to be a byproduct of the shrinking process. If I adjust the machine to account for their existence, it should be the key to the expanding process. Burgle, please bring up the readings for the irregular covalent SNPI 42Z particle traces. Ugh, that name is going to get tiresome. And while you're at it, rename all references to the irregular covalent SMPI 42Z particle to raw science.
Order received. Raw science identified. Does it require cooking, flipping, or grilling?
No, none of those. Categorization.
That answer is not permitted, according to health code standards governing the handling of raw food items.
Alright, so it sounds to me like Dr. Tully is responsible for the raw science being found, which is that stuff right there. And it's going to be, scattered throughout the backyard now. So raw science, where covalent space reduction, but not just space. Okay, so it sounds like Dr. Tully made the raw science, that stuff, and we caused the explosion way out there, which caused this to go everywhere. So we're gonna see about fixing that mess up. Alright, by analyzing the gnat fuzz, or the mite fuzz, we got arrows, mite hat, stuff, mite fuzz on the rocks, and a mite mount. Now, the arrows are going to be useful here in just a minute, because I'm going to show you guys how to cheese the bombardier fights, if you don't already know. Ooh, storage basket, that'll come in handy. Mushroom slurry, that's going to be used later to essentially tame the weevils, I'm sorry. But for now, let's go see what happened down here with the explosion. And get some water. Don't mind if I do. I will take all this acorn sap. I'm gonna scroll through this slow so you guys can read it. You guys can pause and read if you need to. Alright, so it looks like this is an office of some sort. There's a black ant hill, we gotta go there. You wanna switch to the next one? The hedge, that's gonna be the first one we go to here in just a minute after we go in there. Pond. So for those of you that don't know, there are 4 different labs. There's the hedge, the pond, the haze, and the black ant hill. Those are all different labs set up by Dr. Tully, just in case something bad was to happen.
I am laid low. I got your back. Give me a quick second.
System reboot in progress. Thanks for the helping hand.
You're welcome.
I am Burgle, acting science manager for this project. I am also a robot.
Really? I had no
I'm
idea.
sure this all must be very disorienting for you, but hopefully I can explain. I suspect you were miniaturized by Dr. Tully's spacer device.
I was. How did you know?
Why are you here in the yard? I do not know. In fact, I cannot seem to recall much of anything.
A recent power surge has caused a massive raw science containment explosion. This lab, as you can see, is a disaster.
Ain't nothing a little bit of duct tape won't fix, my
And
friend.
what's worse, the explosion has disrupted my computing power. My memory banks are corrupted. Sorry to pile on the bad news, my new friend. How can I be of service?
Where am I, Burgle?
You are here, in the Oak Lab, built and used by Dr. Wendell Tully to experiment on all things small. This is the base of operations for conducting experiments in his yard.
Oh, so he's experimenting on animals, or who is Dr. Tully?
Dr. Tully is a brilliant scientist and inventor. He is also my creator. My initial protocol was to serve as the short order cook of the future.
So he was made to flip burgers and cook as Dr. Tully commanded.
However, I have been recently promoted to acting science manager to assist with his experiments. No doubt my previous work experience has been invaluable to Dr. Tully.
Well, that's good.
Although, now that I am processing it, I have not seen him for several weeks.
What'd you do with him, Burgle? Where is he?
And now I cannot recall where he went. It must be my corrupted memory banks.
Well, I must have some corrupted memory banks too, because I can't remember anything.
It seems you and I are both a little discombobulated. Given my best calculations, your biomass has been subject to covalent spacing reduction via interatomic energy extraction. In other words, you have been shrunk. It is likely this was achieved using Dr. Wendell Tully's spacer platform, patent pending. Shrinking can be a traumatic experience for tiny human brains, and memory loss is a known side effect. Hopefully your memory will return in time.
I hope so too, Burgle, but how do I get home?
To return to your prior size, you would need to successfully activate Dr. Tully's spacer platform.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my readings indicate it is inoperable. It appears to have suffered several malfunctions from the explosion. I am sorry, but it appears you may be stranded here for some time until we find a solution.
Okay, well, can we fix the spacer?
Haha! That is a great idea. Let me run a full diagnostic scan on it and see what we need to do to get it fixed up. Processing! Processing! Memory fault. Code 408B3000. Ominent OS script runtime error. Arg! I am sorry again. It appears I have sustained more damage to my memory chips than expected. Without those memories, I do not know how to repair the spacer.
What memory chips?
Dr. Tully used two types of chips to back up my memory.
Okay.
Auxiliary chips are small capacity chips used to store project data. If you find these, I should be able to help you learn new survival recipes.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Super chips are special, and they are gold. They back up full directories of my memory system. If we are going to fix the spacer, that data is bound to be on a super chip.
All right.
I suggest exploring the other labs in the backyard. Return with any memory chips you find.
Okay, so not only do I have to explore the backyard, you're telling me there are other labs?
Dr. Tully has built many more labs throughout the yard.
Okay.
Each lab is used for various experimental procedures. I can upload their locations to your Scabby. Stand by. Processing. Processing. Error. Files not found. Code 632C404. Cheese and fries. The lab locations are missing from my memory banks too. But we are in luck. I was able to retrieve the location of one of the facilities, the Hedge Lab.
What's the Hedge Lab?
The Hedge Lab is the observation center of the yard and used for research on arachnid webbing. You will find the hedge near the house if you head southeast. The lab is located deep inside the hedge, sending the coordinates to your Scabby. Try to find the Hedge Lab first, but there is nothing stopping you from searching the yard for the other labs. Except, of course, thousands of angry, hungry insects. That reminds me. Dr. Tully locks the important labs with biometric scanners. You will need access for any chance of success. Head over to the ASL terminal and place your hand on the biometric scanner near it. Give it a moment to sync your signature into the mainframe. Once you are registered, you will be granted access to the ASL network of computers too. ASL grants access to daily work items, nay, tasks, nay, quests. Yes, quests. I will reward you raw science for each completed quest. In my science shop, you can trade raw science back for survival recipes from experiments that Wendell conducted when he was first exploring the yard. Log on to the ASL terminal over there and see what is available. Unless you have any other questions, you really should get started finding those chips. And try not to die out there.
Burgle, I've been trying to leave for the past 5 minutes, but you keep talking, buddy.
Have an exponentially great day!
You too, bud. You too. Alright, so Burgle had a lot to say in a short amount of time that he said it. So he wants us to come over here and put our hand on that, but first, I'm gonna let you guys listen to this chip tape.
One success after another! I have returned Burgle to his original size! It appears that my new raw science containment field is working at 99% effectiveness.
98.5%.
Right, Burgle, right. However, as Burgle indicates, there is some minor, insignificant raw science leakage. A note for another time.
Noted.
But I see no reason to put off a human trial. I believe there should be no issues. But audentes fortuna juvat. I am ready to prove my creation's full potential. End recording. Burgle, I'd like to record some messages for my family in case things do not go as planned.
Alright, so Wendell Tully has a lot of stuff going on, and he was able to return Burgle to his original size. So he's got that going for him so far. So far it seems like everything is going how he plans for it to go. But we'll see how it works out. But for now, let's sync. Alright, let's see what quest we have. Build a roasting spit, we've done that one. Alright, we're gonna refill our quest. Can you dig it? Craft an acorn shovel. Kill 5 grubs. Build a trail marker. And let's see what we can buy. So we're gonna need the cooking 101. That's gonna unlock the cookery, nachos, which is gonna give us well-fed, a meal, and fall defense. And Might Loaf is gonna give us well-fed, meal, and attack stamina. The smithy station, we're gonna need that to be able to upgrade our armor and weapons. So we're gonna go ahead and learn both of these. What did that one say? January treats. We're gonna get that as well. Go ahead and open that. Go back this way one more time, because there's a little room that we didn't go in over here. Now in this room there's going to be, I think it's called some kind of tooth. I can't think of what it's actually called. And then there's another tape.
This morning I installed the borrowed lab modules, another one of my forgotten inventions from the early days. I had such grand notions back then. The Kinder Science Mini Quick Little Chemist Lab educational toy for children. But no, Wendell, we can't possibly put hydrochloric acid into the hands of children. The lawyers will never agree. It's a good thing I never told them about the Bunsen burners. Odd that Ominent has been using my toy pieces in this way. I digress. The lab network is now up and running in the backyard. I'm planning to dedicate each one of them to a different function. Main power will run through here. The Oak Lab is the center of operations for the backyard. The second lab is nestled into the hedge. Such wonderful views from up there. Side note, I'm worried that Ominent's shoddy manufacturing of the lab pieces will cause them to fall apart over time, but they will do for now.
Alright, so it sounds like Wendell Tully has everything all figured out. So, there it is, a milk molar. There's two different kinds. There's the gold ones, and then there's the white ones. So we need to find all those, and they're all spread throughout the backyard. Then there's more when you go into New Game Plus, but that's a story for a different day. But for now, we need to find somewhere to put our bed, make it daytime, because I'm pretty sure it's nighttime already. Oh, come on, get your stamina back. Now, when you die in this game, you drop your backpack and everything in it. I think you keep what's on your hotbar. I'm not really sure. I haven't played it in a long time. So we're going to figure that out together. Eventually, I don't plan on dying on purpose, but there's some soda or some raspberry puncho. If you guys see right there, there's a crow. The crow, he drops feathers. Feathers can only be broken down with tier 2 a tier 2 axe. We're gonna have to get one of those as quick as we can because the crow feathers come in handy. But for now, we're gonna put us a little lean-to right behind this juice box, and that's where we're gonna spend the night. God, hopefully we don't die while we're building it. Place it. Set my respawn point and sleep for 8 hours. Alright, day number 2, we survived the first night. We didn't die to a wolf spider. But these are the plants I was telling you about right here. We got a little purple flower on top. That's where you go to get your spiky sprigs. So what we're going to do is we're going to find our way up. Shout out to Laggin 24. He's the reason I know about this. He is not the parkour master anymore, though. I'm taking that title from him, as well as the parry master. Sorry, Laggin. Don't get mad at me. I love your videos. Okay. Got all of them. Now we're going to go back down. We're going to build us another lean-to. And we're going to set up base of operation right here, right behind this juice box. Let's go find out what we need. Alright, so it looks like we need grass planks, sprigs, and sap. I'm gonna make one of these. I'm gonna make a storage box or a storage basket, a roasting spit, and I will cut back to you guys as soon as I get all that built. Alright guys, we are back. We have our workbench built. We have our basket built, which we can store various items in. We have a roasting spit built with some food on it. While I was out though, I went ahead and I picked up an acorn top and some shells. And like I was telling you earlier, there are acorn bits that fall from some of the acorns sometimes. Those can be used as a snack. Now, snacks don't give you very much health, so to speak, but they do help in a pinch. Right now we're waiting on this tasty little morsel to get finished cooking. Should be any time. And There it is. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna eat this, get our food going back up, and we're gonna kill some aphids because we need to make something called aphid slippers. Now, aphid slippers, they allow us to run much, much faster. That, alongside some mutations, we will be very fast boys in a big world. We're gonna try to get some aphids going, see if we can't catch them. These guys are usually notoriously slippery.
Weevil snuffling along here.
But today was not their lucky day. Now, all the stuff that we have in our inventory that has the little red check or the little red exclamation mark, sometimes the exclamation marks will be blue or purplish color, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. That means they are a higher tier. Now, with us just starting out, obviously we don't have the best equipment, but I am going to go take this down here. I am going to go analyze some of this stuff, and we'll continue on to the next part of our journey. With that being said, after we analyze the thistles, we should be able to make some arrows. I know I've already got them unlocked. I just didn't want to make the arrow without first analyzing the thistle, just in case I run out. I'm not able to analyze. Let's go back down here. Analyze the thistles. The nifty needle, I'm not sure what that does. If somebody in the comment section knows what it does, please help me out. Alright, there it is, our aphid slippers. That's the one we was really after. I think this gives us the shovel. Yes. Along with the grinder and a storage chest. We're going to need that storage chest later on, but for now, the basket that we made should do us just fine. Let's go back up here, get back to where home base is. We need to throw up a couple walls, protect ourselves from the wolf spiders, but we need to put a ceiling on it because I forgot the wolf spiders can't jump. But before we go doing all that, we're going to try to get the level 2 axe, if I can remember how to do it. He never saw it coming. Poor guy. Alright, aphid slippers. There we go. Now we need arrows. Hello? There we are. We'll go ahead and throw some of this stuff in the chest because we don't need to be carrying all this stuff all the time. Food. For those of you that are new, try to keep your food on you because unless it's inside a wall at the beginning of the game, the ants will steal it from you, and that is that's no good. Makes me angry when that happens. Later on, we will be able to stack stuff in higher quantities than 10 and 5 and stuff like that, but just starting out, we're not going to be able to pull it off. Come on, aphid. Later on as well, you can make a canteen that will allow you to carry water with you, but that's later. Come on, please. I'd like to go on an adventure. Thank you.
Rub time.
Alright. We're gonna work our way over here. That little spot right there to be
Let's see
exact.
what's around here.
Because there's some bombardier beetles over there that need to be taken care of.
Meals on wheels.
Typically, I like to
I see you.
I like to get ladybug armor before I go over here to the hedge lab over there. Yep, you saw me. Come on. Get you away from Junior. There we go. That's what I like to see. I forgot to make my spiky spring. One at a time, please. Come on, Junior. You can't hide it, Mama. Now you can see when you perfect parry because sparks will shoot off. Not today. Come on, come on, come on. Let me kill you. No. Come on. No.
I'm trapped in a web!
All right. All right, so during this portion, you need to get up here just like I do. Come right over here to this orange flower. That'll give you perfect line of sight on the bombardiers, and they won't be able to hit you, but you will be able to hit them. All right, he's mad. Come on. Let's give the people what they want. They want to see you die. You can't hit me, can you? You can't hit me, can you? Come on. Come on. Come on. Just go ahead and die for me. Go ahead and die for me. And get my stamina back. Hold on. You're about to die. I'm the bombardier master. Excuse me? Alright. Now we can jump down here, collect his parts, grab our arrows, and then get back up there and get the second one. He's gonna see us before we get our last... Ow. He's gonna see us before we get our last arrow, which that's fine. That's fine. No, Mr. Bombardier. No, Mr. Bombardier. Alright, get back up here in our spot. And now you can fight us. Now we're ready for you, big boy. Alright, now he's stuck, just not really stuck, but he's gonna die just like the other one did. Almost, and you are dead, sir.
Gonna have a look. Spotted you.
Alright, so we got 2 of these guys down. We're going to go back over here to home base. I'm going to make my spiky sprig. We're going to see what we need for the level 2 hammer after we analyze some stuff. And look, there's lunch. And we're going to go from there. I tend to say that a lot. We're going to go from there. Don't know why. Always have. Guess it's just part of who I am. But we need the level 2 axe so we can cut down these guys right here. So we can analyze those to build a sturdier base. Alright, so let's see what we can put in here. Got these, we got those. These, those. I didn't put my slippers on either like I should have. So that gives us the quickness, we get to run faster, along with we receive less damage from early game creatures, as well as slight stamina increase required to swing weapons. But that comes from these, well, I guess it comes from all 3 of them. But this less damage from early game creatures, that's the headdress and the chest plate. And the aphid slippers give us the quickness.
All geared up.
Can't really tell it right now just because I'm by myself, but if I had people playing with me, you would see that I run faster than them. Burgle, coming to see you, buddy. There it is, the insect axe. And the jerky rack. Both of those are things that we're gonna need. Stink sacks, or whatever that was. There was the insect hammer and the bombardier mount. That was the boiling gland. So with those 2 being unlocked, we can go back to our workbench and figure out what we're going to need. That's probably going to be in the next episode.
Someone get that poor dude a tissue.
I'll record next episode next Wednesday, and it'll probably be out Thursday morning. For those of you that want to watch. And on the next episode, we'll be building our base right here. And we will expand as we need to. Starting off, it's going to be little. But that's just how this game works. Oh yeah, Ladybug Head. We're going to have to put some work in for that one. We need 2 more sprigs and 2 crude rope. Now we need 2 more sprigs. We're going to go grab those real quick. Make ourselves a spiky sprig. And we will conclude this episode of Grounded. Go back over here to our workbench after we grab this little drinky drink right here. Spiky sprig time. Alright, so we have our spiky sprig, we have all of our base tools, we have a base set of armor. We've done went to see Burgle. We've done went over here and cheesed a couple of bombardiers. We got our plan for next episode. Until next time, I've been your boy, that zombie guy _0. And this has been Grounded.